According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, U.S. overdose deaths decreased almost 27% in 2024 from the previous year. Local organizations like the YMCA are trying to help that downward trend by launching free public health vending machines, which offer free tools to prevent overdoses as well as provide basic necessities. Maria Parmigiani shows us one new vending machine installed this week.
Protecting life and supporting better health outcomes are reasons why the YMCA has installed this free public health vending machine installed on Monday.
And then you pull it out.
After receiving a grant a year ago, they were able to install the machine and stock it with Narcan and fentanyl test strips. Now the Y has put out a call for donations to offer things like feminine hygiene products, toothbrushes, soap, bandages, and so much more, all to keep stocked in this vending machine.
I think it's important because it's not just the YMCA, it's not just the city of Green Bay, but it's all the community organizations coming together to try to provide a safe and healthy place.
Located on the side of the Ferguson Family YMCA, this offers the public a chance to easily access the machine in an area of low foot traffic to provide privacy.
But this is facing the Pine Street side of the building.
Launched just a day ago, no one has used the machine, but it's functioning. The YMCA says this is a natural extension of their healthy living and social responsibility mission. In Green Bay, Maria Parmigiani, Action 2 News.